How's it hanging, folks? So today I'm gonna show you how to farm in the game Once Human. Because there's nothing out there on the YouTube right now that's gonna show you how to do it, so I decided to show you. Now first things first, I'm gonna go over some of the equipment and necessities to make your odds a little bit better of getting a better yield. Now you're gonna wanna take your compost bin. Now you can degrade any type of source of food in here that you want, or you could already take decomposed food and you get fertilizer. That's your lowest tier. Then I'll bring you over to the water equipment. Now first things first, you're gonna need a water pump or something to get you water. Then you're gonna feed that to a water pump, in this case because it's higher elevation, connected to a water pump, and then I connect it to a water purifier. And from the purifier down into the collection tank, where I have a plethora of purified water. Now you have these grow lights that you can utilize, and it will provide sunlight during the evening time to your plants. I connected it to a switch so I can turn it on and off, because your plants could get too much light, or they could get too little light. Now first things first here, we're going to select a crop. So we're going to go with wheat, because that's what I want to grow right now. So I'll select the seeds, I'll select the fertilizer. You have multiple tiers, but right now I'm just going to go with the first tier. And you want to keep it in the green. So you take your purified water, and you add the amount of water that gets you into that green. You don't want to get too much and you don't want to get too little. Otherwise, your yield's going to be bad. So I'll select purified water, keep it in the green. Boom, we're done with that one. Now, again, you can turn the light on. That light will effectively give you more. Right now, I got it to 10% light. And I'm low, in the red. We want it in the green. Now there's a way to bring that up, and I'll show you here in a little bit. Those are all your buffs for your plant that you're currently growing. Your goal here is to mutate that plant so you get a deviated plant. That's how you make all your big boy recipes when you're cooking foods, getting buffs. So I'm going to go through here. I'll speed it up a little bit, but I'm going to add all the wheat, all the water that I need. Alright, so we got all the wheat done. Now we're going to move on to the other boxes that I have here. And I'm going to select corn, because I'm one corny guy. Add your fertilizer, add your water. Same deal. Some plants need more light, some plants need more water. Some plants need less light, and some plants need less water. It's just a matter of what plant you're working with and what it's telling you need. So just pay attention to that, and you keep it in the green, you check in on it every so often, and you'll be good to go. So right here, once the light is on, you could hit F, and it'll change the value of how powerful that light is. See, up to 50, 60, 70, all the way up to 100. So essentially, you could keep light on this thing all day, all night. Now, the only problem is if you leave this on during the day, you're going to get too much light, and you don't want that, not one bit. Now, it has crossed my mind that I can close off all the walls and it will get zero sunlight, and I can keep the lights on 24/7. And I might just dabble with that here in the future. Once I get more materials to add more lights on to all the other plants, I just may do that. Now I want to tell you about your deviations. These little buzzy bees here, these will help you grow your plants. Gives you a greater chance of getting a higher yield and a higher mutation probability. So on the bottom left here, you have your abilities to give it buffs. So right now I got music playing, okay? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring these fellers outside and I'm gonna give them all the things that they need to get their buffs. So 1 being music, 2 growing next to normal crops, 3 growing next to a plant or a flower crop. So let's do that. So I got these fellers moved outside, and I don't have any current flowers growing, so I dropped another bin here, and I'm gonna add a yellow tulip for funsies. Add the water, add the seed, add the fertilizer. I'm gonna give a check here on all these stats. Boom. We got the music playing, we got a flower growing, and we got crops growing next to the buzzy bees. So theoretically, now that all these fellers are at their max performance, I got the lights on these two, has a control here. But it looks like that they're growing a little bit faster. And ideally, I should get some form of mutation here. Now let me show you what happens when you keep everything in the green and it finishes growing. Okay, so our plants are all grown up, they're all big boys and girls. We got our wheat 100%. Now we're gonna start collecting. Now you'll notice that one of these has a red light on it. Now when your plant is deviated, in which case this wheat is deviated wheat, means it's mutated, we get a greater yield, and we get a special deviated wheat. Now these are crucial in creating your various cooking recipes, getting certain buffs. So you collect the deviated from growing the plant, not collecting the plant, if that makes any sense. I hope this was helpful, and give me a holler if you need any other tips on farming. I'm gonna keep perfecting my craft and getting my green thumb going, and I'll let you know how it goes.